Hello, Internet. My name is Bobby. With me is Chase. We are 2/3 of the Casual Hour, and we are checking out Rusty's retirement to let you know if this game is worth your time. And that might be an interesting topic here because this is a game that is idle, Chase.
Oh, okay.
Chase, Rusty's Retirement is a game that lives at the bottom of your screen. That's the whole premise here.
So the cyberpunk cityscape is not part of the video game?
No. That's my background here. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Like I don't know how to do this game because it does hang out down here.
You should have changed your wallpaper to something more thematic.
Oh, well, I figured this would be a good, exactly what's happening right now. A stark contrast for it.
All right. Fair enough.
Chase, I can tell you that this game lives in another games universe that you and I have talked about on this very show.
Okay.
And what do you know about Haiku the Robot?
Oh, okay. I've heard of Haiku the Robot. I was like Rusty. I think that's a character from SteamWorld, but
Haiku's even here. They have him as he's working in my fucking farm.
Okay.
So this is an idle clicker, Chase. It's a little farming game that I think has one of the coolest designs for one of these. It opens up and hangs out at the lower portion of your screen.
I do like that. That's kind of neat to just have like this more or less, not even a screensaver, but just something play like a little ecosystem happening.
Yep.
Oh, you made it bigger. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So you can make this is as big as it can get on this monitor that I have, but you can make it smaller too if you needed to get out of the way. And then these are just pressing M and N on your keyboard. We'll move that up and down. So it is
maximize and nininize.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what that stands for, right?
But there's a lot that you can expand down here, and that's unlocked by points. So the whole premise here is that you're converting a biofuel into spare parts. And once you have enough spare parts, you can then come over here and spend. It was 6,000 to get this area that's not developed yet. And then over here, I can spend 18,000 coins and expand that. There's a convert ratio over here on the right. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So right now it's 1. I can do it in increments of 5, 10, and above. So if I just click on convert, I'll move my biofuel over into this setup here to where I have more coin coming in. But the whole premise of it is, at least at the start, and I'm very early in this one, okay? Like barely scratching the surface on what it can be. But you have these pods. I can't remember the exact name of what they are called. Let me pull that up here. They are called biofuel converters. And they need 3 different types of vegetables or biofuel in this sense. And they will convert them into the shards. So that's all happening. And basically the premise is you're growing things out that then come up here and have a higher value, bring in the money that lets you buy more things and expand. So I didn't play all the way through Haiku, but I really liked what I did see in that world, and I think there's some familiar faces outside of Haiku here. But this is a game that just hangs out, and every now and again, for the time being, I'll be able to unlock this and automate it at some point. But you can pick what you want to plant. So if I wanted to grow cauliflower, which I don't have any of it yet, I'm haphazardly doing this. I typically like to have everything nice and tidy when I do this and bring in like little 3x3 grids of the same thing. Mm-hmm. But here I've got bots that will go out and just water and harvest. The one thing I don't have is automating the seed planting, and I need to unlock a character to do that. But I did unlock these 2 shops now, and I have a whole other menu that lets me come in here for that. So if I wanted to, where's that one at? Here we go. Splunk now lets me put signs up, which I can label these areas to know like, okay, that's where my wheat goes. Mechanically, they start to give you more of like pathing that you can design stuff with. So there is a little bit of that make it your own element with this game. And then beneath that, the settings, you can swap between monitors. So I have on my personal setup, what you're looking at is my main display, which I have a 32-inch monitor that I use for gaming. Over to the left, I have a 27-inch monitor that is stacked vertically. And so I've been playing this game in the bottom of that monitor, kind of beneath my audio equipment, and just kind of letting it run while I'm doing my task. and then I'll check in on it and just drop some stuff there. But there are other shops that you'll be able to like bring in cattle, swine, or Johnny in this case. There's going to be more bushes and things that you can unlock, and all that's just done by expanding out your farm with these houses. So I think that I could get, do I have enough to get this one? Yeah. Let me add a little bit more money in really quick, and we'll just grab him. This is Pinion's house. And so then you get this spot to drop, and then they're going to build that new house. So Pinion will add more to our area. I could probably even get this dude if I converted even more. Let me see if I can make that bigger. We'll do it in hundreds. There we go. And then I'll add in one more house over here. I'll have like a little house section and go that route. So yeah, this is, again, in a year, or actually late last year, I think it was the Norp game that I was really playing a lot of and thought that was super cool. But this is just a very chill one of these. Very low effort. I have barely paid attention to it while it's running, and I'll just check on it every so and so, like if I see that I don't have any crops out there anymore. But I think it's really clever. I think it's a brilliant design. I think it makes a lot of sense if you're into these types of things. But just a little chill, idle game that hangs out at the bottom of your computer screen. Pretty
yeah,
badass.
I mean, it does remind me of like my college days when I had Tiny Tower running on my phone,
totally.
and just while the lecture's going on, I'm paying attention to the lecture. Obviously, I'm in school. I'm paying for this shit. But every once in a while, you look down and go, "Oh, hey, my money's there. Let's go pick that up and do this other thing with it." You're still a sicko.
Absolutely.
You still need professional help, but
absolutely.
This is one of the less offensive ones of these I've seen.
Yeah, I think it's also just cool to see. I like connected universes, and this is, I believe, a single dev working on this also. I don't think we talked about the price. I think it's $7 for this. So it goes to a good cause, so to speak, and I'm here for it. Like this is my shit. I've realized that as a person born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, Tamagotchis really had a fucking impact on us that we didn't realize.
I think we realized it.
On just like the idle taking care of things. But I don't know if I would use this, again, to your point, like if you are somebody that can handle a slight distraction while doing a task like work or study. I would love to have this going on a work computer or something where I was like, okay, I'm going to check on this, get my task done. Like, I'd like to have that little hamster wheel going, but what you see is what you get with this one. Like, it's an awkward quick look to do because I'm learning right now, but I think it's worth showing off. And I'm sure there's people who have completely min-maxed this and they're like, you fool, you don't put the houses there. You need to have this here and optimize it. So I'm learning, and you can set up a new world, and there's a save function, so save and load. But I'll probably test the waters a bit to figure out what I'm doing right and wrong, and then start over and work my way up again.
Yeah, I mean, this running at the bottom of your screen thing does seem to be the innovative thing. We've had idle games before. You had your candy boxes, your cookie clickers, or whatever, and you go to that window, you click your stuff, then you leave that window, and you wait for a while.
Yep.
But having it just kind of be this charming little thing that runs at the bottom of your screen, well, if you're Bobby, you're probably playing a different farming game.
Yeah, farming on farming.
And so you can check your farm while you check your farm. That. Yeah, absolutely you were. Absolutely you were. I know what sickness runs through those veins. Yeah. So I think there's something kind of neat about that aspect of it. I mean, this kind of ambient music we're hearing, I'm guessing you can turn that off.
Yeah, I only have it on for the quick look. I have this thing running without any sound for the most part.
That's how I believe most people would probably play this game, just to have to. Although, I don't know, the music isn't bothering me. I could see myself, writing on a Word doc while this is going on, and then every once in a while just checking over. Yeah, sure.
So I will do one more mission of guilt while we're on this before we wrap up. I've been looking at on Amazon and other places. It's like $50, and it's a monitor that looks almost exactly the right dimensions of what this is.
Bobby.
And so I'm thinking about just getting this little monitor to set up on my desk that is dedicated just to this game.
Bobby, you can't. Okay, how much, ballpark, how much is this little monitor?
$50. That's it.
So, Bobby, you're spending $50 on a monitor to play a $7 video game.
Still under the going rate for a good video game these days.
By the way, have you bought the downloadable content, the Rusty's Retirement Supporter Pack, for an extra $4?
No, but I will go and do that after this because I want to support that dude. I was actually probably going to see if I could mirror and like project over to my iPad and have that be the monitor where I just run this.
Oh, that pack includes one prestigious golden skin for Rusty, which shines and sparkles.
Ooh, why know what I'm doing?
I think, by buying this DLC, you're showing support for the game and the developer. This is not a pay-to-win reward, and it does not offer any in-game bonuses. So yeah, it's literally just like a skin and like a tip jar of, hey, do you like this game more than $7 worth? Here's a way to give me a little bit more. That's kind of neat.
Yeah,
I like that they're being very upfront with like, hey, you're not getting really anything extra for doing this.
No gotcha shit with it. That's cool. No, this is a neat one. If you have a means to check it out and you don't mind having a little something in the background, I think it's very charming and cute, very novel with its design too. But here at the Casual Hour, we do, obviously I like these games. We talk a lot about them on our podcast, which we record Wednesday night with our other co-host Johnny. You can find us live on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 p.m. Central, and then we post our podcast every Friday morning. And if you like these quick looks, like and subscribe on YouTube. You can get everything that we do right back there. So, Chase, thanks for letting me share my sickness with you, and I think this one's charming. I think it's pretty cool.
Agreed.